Okay, so happy Pride. Um, this article about the LGBT plus community is bittersweet. This is out of Albania, a country that, here in the States we don't hear a lot about. And a lesbian couple, they decided to get married on a rooftop. Now, the reason I put get married in quotes is because it's just symbolic. Same-sex marriage is not legal in Albania. And I'm sure that the nation lost its collective mind. From what little I've read so far, they've lost their collective mind. But let's get right to the article. In Albania, 2 women take on a nation with a rooftop wedding. In many ways, Alba Amitai and Idira Mara lead an ordinary life. They brush their twin daughters' hair before school and play fight with them in their flat on weekend mornings. They have matching shoulder tattoos that mark their 14 years together. But in their fight to be treated like other families, the lesbian couple did something extraordinary. At dusk on Sunday, May 19th, friends cheered as they stood out on the rooftop of the mayor's office in central Tirana, kissed, exchanged rings, and got married. Their marriage is not acknowledged by the state. Albanian law does not recognize same-sex civil unions. It has prompted outrage from the political right and the powerful religious community. Because of course it did. There we go. But for Alba and Idira, it was a real expression of love, a cry for equality, and as far as they know, the first wedding of its kind in the Muslim-majority Balkan country. Now, they mentioned they have twin daughters. What I'd like to know is how did Albania allow that? Because I'm pretty sure if they're that freaked out about same-sex marriage, they would not be thrilled to learn that they're raising twins. So, yeah, I would love to know how that managed to happen. These are 2 people in love, and now they have finalized it with this beautiful ceremony, Idira said after the wedding. Society will never be ready. What does this mean? That I cannot live? Well, people used to think that other societies were never ready and until they were. So, maybe there's hope for Albania. While much of Western Europe has made strides toward marriage equality, governments in much of the center and east oppose change. In Albania, religion was prohibited for half a century under communism. Today, the country is known for its tolerance among Muslims, Catholics, and Orthodox Christians. Right. Sure they do. These faiths are united in their opposition to same-sex marriage. What a way to contradict yourself from one sentence to the other. How can it be known for its tolerance if it's opposed to same-sex marriage? That's not tolerant. And, granted, religion was prohibited, but that doesn't mean people didn't practice. People could still underground practice religion. It just as long as you didn't make it blatantly obvious. When plans for the couple's wedding became public, social media was flooded with thousands of threatening comments because, tolerant society. Police officers guarded the building during the ceremony. 2 days later, opposition parties held a protest against the mayor over separate corruption allegations. Yeah, I'm sure that had absolutely nothing to do with him marrying a lesbian couple. But the speakers turned on Alba and Adira too, accusing them of destroying family values. Let me see. 2 women who are currently raising daughters. What is that? What is it about that that's destroying family values? What, and I'm seeing this sign, protect family and children. Number one, most people consider children, you're not a family until you have children, which makes for child-free couples to be very annoying. But what are you protecting them against? What are you protecting the family against? I mean, 2 women who love each other and are raising children. I just don't get it. Anyway. The furor over the wedding was just the latest stage in what the couples say has been a long struggle to get the same rights as heterosexual couples. When their daughters were born 3 years ago, the couple said they both wanted to be registered as parents, but that was not allowed under the law. The children are registered under Adira, the biological mother. Well, that answers that question. Our society is very patriarchal and homophobic, Alba said before the wedding. If you see comments on Facebook or Instagram, you will see how little tolerance we have as a nation. But didn't this article just say that Albania is a tolerant society? And yet they're showing all the ways that they're not tolerant. Whoever wrote that sentence was, I don't know, trying to be kind to Albania or something very weird. Amid the struggle, the wedding became a bright spot. To prepare, the family blew up balloons in their apartment. On the evening of the ceremony, friends helped the couple into their big white wedding dresses. Yes, they both wore wedding dresses. They walked, holding their daughters' hands, toward the altar through a crowd of friends who threw white rose petals. Around them were the sights of downtown Tirana and mountains beyond covered in the mists. In mist, Lord. They were wed by 2 British pastors. Okay, I was wondering if it was the mayor who married them, but it was on his rooftop. So, obviously he didn't have a problem with it. We are fighting against 90% of the population, Adira said. Both of us are changing a lot of things. Okay, that is the end of the article, but since I mentioned the wedding dresses, they're facing each other. Let me see if I can find one where you can see them both facing the camera. This is not... Okay, them kissing, both of them with backs to us. I don't think I'm going to find a nice picture of both of them in their wedding dresses. Not with both of them facing the camera, anyway. So that sucks. But anyway, I'm hoping that they are able to create that change. The fact that there is a percentage of people, including at least in Tirana, the mayor, who doesn't hate gay people. Hopefully there is hope. People just need to be educated. I mean, look at the US. This is supposed to be a liberal, forward-thinking country. And how many people are losing their damn minds at the thought that gay people can exist and have a family and that they aren't creepy predators or whatever it is that you think of gay people. So, yeah, hopefully they're able to people will look at them, see that they have kids and that their children are just fine, and hopefully people will start realizing that there's nothing wrong with gay people. They're just like anyone else. They want the same things as just about everyone else. And that's just perfectly fine. So anyway, that is all I have for this video. And one last thing. I wonder, they still have a royal family. They're obviously not a ruling house anymore, but they still do have a royal family. I wonder what they think about same-sex marriage. Especially considering the head of the house, Prince Leka, just got divorced. Maybe you should, since you're so worried about protecting family and children, maybe protest outside the royal residence. Because, I would think divorce would be more of a problem than two people who love each other and are consenting adults getting married. But yeah, I would love to know what he thinks about all this. So yeah, I think now I've covered everything I wanted to in this video. And with that, I will see you guys in the next one.